Hello, and welcome to Unveiled Destinations, where we bring the world to your screens. Today, we're setting our sights on a gem nestled in the heart of Italy. Tuscany. Tuscany, a land that is as rich in history as it is in beauty. Imagine rolling landscapes dotted with a patchwork of vineyards and olive groves, ancient hilltop towns whispering tales of centuries past, and city streets brimming with Renaissance art and architecture. But that's not all. Tuscany is also a region that tantalizes the taste buds. From the robust Chianti wines to the delectable pecorino cheese, your palate is in for a treat. Over the next few minutes, we'll be unveiling a 7-day itinerary that will immerse you in all that Tuscany has to offer, from its breathtaking vistas to its fascinating history and mouth-watering cuisine. So buckle up as we embark on a remarkable journey through the heart of Italy. Upon arrival in Tuscany, the first day is all about acclimatizing and soaking in the Italian ambiance. With your luggage stowed and the room key in hand, you step into your temporary Italian home. The charm of the hotel is undeniable, every corner whispering a different tale of history and culture. But the allure of the local area is too enticing to resist. As you step outside, the Tuscan sun greets you, casting a warm golden glow over the cobblestone streets. The scent of freshly baked bread wafts from the local bakery, drawing you in. You spend your afternoon indulging in the local delicacies, savoring each bite of the quintessential Italian pizza and gelato. As the day turns into night, the Tuscan sky transforms into a blanket of stars. You retire to your room, the events of the day replaying in your mind. A good night's sleep is essential. Rest well, for the real adventure begins tomorrow. Day 2 beckons us to Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance. The essence of this city is not just in its grandiose architecture or its centuries-old streets, but in the spirit of innovation and creativity that still vibrates through the air. Our first stop is the Uffizi Gallery, a treasure trove of art from the Renaissance era. The Uffizi houses works by masters like Botticelli, Michelangelo, and da Vinci. Every corner of this gallery whispers tales of artistic revolution and dramatic creativity that shaped the world we know today. Next, we turn our attention to the Florence Cathedral, or the Duomo as it's locally known, an architectural marvel in its own right. The Duomo's red dome dominates the city skyline, a testament to the ingenuity of its creator, Brunelleschi. The climb to the top might be a bit strenuous, but the panoramic view of Florence is worth every step. We then saunter over to the Ponte Vecchio, a medieval stone-closed spandrel segmental arch bridge spanning the Arno River. But this is no ordinary bridge. Lined with shops selling gold and precious gems, the Ponte Vecchio is a sparkling testament to Florence's enduring charm. After a day of immersing ourselves in art and architecture, it's time to indulge in the city's culinary delights. We recommend trying the bistecca alla fiorentina, a Tuscan-style steak cooked over hot charcoal. This dish, much like the city itself, combines simplicity with richness, resulting in an experience that is nothing short of extraordinary. As we stroll through the cobblestone streets, the scent of Italian cuisine wafting through the air, the vibrant chatter of locals, and the sight of the city's historic landmarks, bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun, we are reminded of the magic of Florence. This city, the cradle of the Renaissance, has a way of making the past feel alive and the present feel timeless. As the sun sets over Florence, we prepare for the next leg of our journey. Day 3 takes us to the city of Pisa, home to the iconic Leaning Tower. Pisa is a city that carries an air of timeless elegance and charm. Steeped in history, it is a place where the past and present coexist harmoniously. The city is synonymous with the Leaning Tower, a marvel of architectural ingenuity. This freestanding bell tower, known for its unintended tilt, has become one of the most recognizable structures in the world. But Pisa is not just about the Leaning Tower, it's an entire symphony of art, culture, and culinary delights. Just a stone's throw away from the Leaning Tower is the Pisa Cathedral, a masterpiece of Romanesque architecture. The cathedral, with its ornate facade and intricate mosaics, is a testament to the city's rich historical and cultural heritage. Inside, you'll find a place of serene beauty, filled with stunning works of art and an awe-inspiring display of craftsmanship. Not too far off is the Camposanto, also known as the Holy Field. This monumental cemetery is said to have been built around a shipload of sacred soil from Golgotha, brought back to Pisa from the Fourth Crusade. Its peaceful cloister and the frescoes that adorn its walls are a sight to behold. And while you're here, don't forget to try the local dish, cecina. The savory pancake made from chickpea flour is a Pisan staple. It's simple yet delicious, a perfect embodiment of the city's ethos, celebrating the simplicity of life with gusto. As we explore the city, we find that Pisa is more than just its leaning tower. It's a city that embraces its history, cherishes its culture, and finds joy in the simple pleasures of life. It's a city that invites you to slow down, to take a moment, and to truly appreciate the beauty that surrounds you. As we leave Pisa behind, we look forward to what awaits us in the heart of Tuscany. Days 4 and 5 bring us to the medieval gems of Tuscany, Siena, and San Gimignano. The heart beats faster, and the excitement is palpable as we step into the cobblestone streets of Siena, a city that transports you back in time to an era of knights, nobles, and grandeur. Let's begin with the Siena Cathedral, an architectural marvel that stands proud and tall. This cathedral isn't merely a place of worship, but a testament to the artistic prowess of the medieval era. Its intricate mosaics, stunning frescoes, and awe-inspiring sculptures are sure to leave you spellbound. Remember to look up and marvel at the star-studded blue ceiling, a sight that's truly out of this world. From the hallowed halls of the cathedral, we move to the heart of Siena, the Piazza del Campo. This shell-shaped square has been the city's social center for centuries. Twice a year, it hosts the famous Palio horse race, a tradition that has been kept alive since the 17th century, but even on quieter days, the Piazza del Campo bustles with life. The sound of clinking coffee cups, the chatter of locals, and the laughter of children playing under the Tuscan sun creates a symphony that's music to one's ears. Next, we journey to San Gimignano, a small hill town that's known as the Manhattan of the Middle Ages. Why, you ask? Look around and you'll see 14 medieval towers piercing the sky, a sight that's reminiscent of a modern city skyline. These towers, originally built by wealthy families as symbols of their prosperity and power, are now symbols of the town's rich history and architectural heritage. Walking through the narrow streets of San Gimignano, every corner, every turn, every stone tells a story. Stories of a time when merchants and nobles walked these paths, a time when every tower was a statement of wealth and status, a time that's long gone but still alive in the very fabric of this town. Now what's a trip to Tuscany without savoring its world-renowned wines? As the sun sets over the medieval skyline, unwind at a local vineyard. Take a moment to appreciate the beauty around you, the taste of the wine, the smell of the Tuscan soil, and the sound of nature. The local Vernaccia white wine with its crisp, fresh flavor is an absolute must-try. These 2 days spent exploring Siena and San Gimignano are more than just sightseeing. They are a journey through time, a glimpse into the past, and a celebration of Tuscany's rich cultural heritage. With a taste of medieval Tuscany still lingering, we anticipate the natural beauty that awaits. Day 6 immerses us in the lush vineyards of Chianti, Tuscany's wine region. Ah, the Chianti region. A sea of vines that stretches as far as the eye can see, spangled with ancient vineyards and rustic farmhouses. The region is renowned for its ruby red wines, which have been celebrated in songs, stories, and, of course, countless toasts. One of the most delightful ways to experience Chianti is by embarking on a vineyard tour. These tours offer a behind-the-scenes look at the winemaking process, from the picking of the grapes to the fermentation in the vast oak barrels. It's a sensory experience where you can touch the gnarled vines, smell the earthy aroma of the wine cellars, and listen to the passionate vintners as they share their age-old techniques and family histories. But a vineyard tour in Chianti is incomplete without a wine tasting session. Chianti wines are known for their bold flavors with notes of ripe fruits, spices, and earthy undertones. During a tasting, you can savor a variety of these wines, each with its own unique character, and learn how to identify the subtle nuances that distinguish one from the other. It's an experience that tickles the palate and educates the mind. While in Chianti, do not miss the opportunity to soak in the beautiful landscapes. The region is dotted with rolling hills, covered in a patchwork of vineyards and olive groves, and crowned with medieval castles. It's a sight that is as intoxicating as the wine itself. There's also the local cuisine to explore. We highly recommend trying the papa al pomodoro, a classic Tuscan dish made with ripe tomatoes, stale bread, garlic, and fresh basil. Paired with a glass of Chianti wine, it's a gastronomic delight that perfectly encapsulates the spirit of Tuscany. As we bid goodbye to the vineyards, we gear up for the final day of our trip. But rest assured, the memories of Chianti, with its wine, food, and landscapes, will linger long after we've left its borders. Day 7 leads us to Lucca, the city of 100 churches. Nestled into the heart of Tuscany, Lucca is a city that captures the imagination with its ancient charm and rich tapestry of history. One cannot visit Lucca without being captivated by the Lucca Cathedral, a magnificent edifice that stands as a testament to the city's deep-rooted faith and architectural prowess. Built in the 11th century, the cathedral is a wonder of Romanesque architecture, with its intricate facades and stunning frescoes. From the cathedral, we make our way to the 𝗣𝗍𝗃 Tower. This remarkable tower, crowned by a hanging garden of holm oak trees, offers a panoramic view of Lucca that is simply breathtaking. As you climb the 230 steps to the top, you are stepping through centuries of history, culminating in a vista that encapsulates the city's past and present. As we traverse the city streets, we are constantly reminded of Lucca's ancient roots. The city walls, which date back to the 16th century, encircle the old town, providing a perfect walking route to explore the city. These walls, once a defensive barrier, now serve as a green belt, a place for leisurely strolls, bike rides, and picnics. But Lucca is not just about churches and towers, it's also a city of gastronomic delights. And when in Lucca, one must try the buccellato, a traditional sweetbread filled with raisins and aniseed. This local delicacy, enjoyed with a cup of coffee, is the perfect way to start or end your day in Lucca. As our journey comes to an end, we reflect on the unforgettable memories we've made in Tuscany. From the art-filled streets of Florence to the leaning Tower of Pisa, the medieval gems of Siena to the vineyards of Chianti, and finally, the 100 churches of Lucca, Tuscany has been a journey of discovery, of beauty, and of a deep appreciation for a land that is steeped in history, culture, and an undeniable zest for life. As we conclude our 7-day itinerary through Tuscany, we hope to have ignited a spark of wanderlust in you. From the moment we arrived and settled into the vibrant, welcoming atmosphere, Tuscany has been nothing short of a revelation. We've journeyed through time in the cradle of the Renaissance, marveling at the architectural wonders and artistic masterpieces that have made Florence a beacon for culture lovers from around the globe. Then, we ventured to Pisa, home of the iconic Leaning Tower, a testament to human ingenuity and a symbol of resilience. The city's rich history and the tower's intriguing tilt remind us that life, much like a journey, is about the balance between holding on and letting go. We then retreated to the medieval gems, the hilltop towns that dot the Tuscan landscape, each with its own stories, its own flavors, its own rhythms. Here, we found ourselves immersed in a world where the past and the present coexist, creating a tapestry of experiences that is uniquely Tuscan. The wine region was a sensory delight, a place where these simple joys of life are celebrated with each bottle. The rolling vineyards, the passionate winemakers, the sun-soaked grapes, they all come together to create wines that are as rich and complex as Tuscany itself. And finally, we visited Lucca, the city of 100 churches, where faith and architecture blend into a harmonious symphony of stone and spirit. Each day in Tuscany offered new experiences, new insights, and new reasons to fall in love with this corner of the world. But this is only a glimpse of what Tuscany has to offer. There are still countless vineyards to explore, towers to climb, artworks to admire, and meals to savor. So we encourage you to plan your own Tuscan adventure, to carve your own path through this beautiful landscape, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Because the magic of Tuscany is not just in the places we visit, but also in the experiences we gather and the stories we create. Don't forget to subscribe to Unveiled Destinations and watch our other videos to continue exploring the world from the comfort of your home. Until next time, arrivederci.